Opinion on breathing exercises? I'm not gonna lie, dude. The greatest thing you'll ever get into is breathing exercises. Because there's so much baggage throughout the day of your stress. And since the dawn of time, that's how you deal with it. Like, oh, I feel good. I don't know how to turn TTS on, bro. You look fit. Did you lose weight? Yeah, you guys called me fat. So you guys said I don't have a jawline. I was like, bro. I can get puffy with water. You know what I mean? Because like in my city, I eat like garbage, bro. Even right now, I eat like garbage. But in Europe, if I'm in Europe, I never get puffy. It's just GMO type shit. It's weird. It's cool to see you and Sneeko talking, bro. We've been talking for like 6 months, bro. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Sneeko actually makes streaming easy, bro. Like I forget it's even his stream. There's some people who just bring me energy. You know what I mean? He's good at that. Best H hertz to listen to 528. I did 528 for an hour of sound bathing. When I was showering today, it felt great. And then I like 111, triple one, or 3. Anything reduces to 3, 6, or 9. And I got a bunch of my homework done, so be selling that info. No, I have a problem with food where if I have a couple bites of anything right now, I get this weird fatigue of sleep, but I'm not gonna sleep. So it immediately ruins the whole stream. Like me right now, I can't think straight because I had a meal a couple hours ago, and yeah, that's why I'm like meant to fast if I want to talk all day on a microphone. Like that's the only way it's fun. Because if I have any sugar, any glucose, and I start going yoop yoop, and my brothers aren't like that. It's just me. So that sucks. Like my brothers can have like a granola bar, and it doesn't like get them sleep. Yeah, I'm like pre-diabetic. Yeah. But I'm not pre-diabetic where I like if I used to fast on stream like for 3 days I wouldn't eat, I would forget. And nothing would happen. I wouldn't get like low blood sugar, none of that. It's only if I eat something that I get like heavy eyelids. Yeah. No, I've been like this for years, dude, so yeah. Now, if I want a long life, unfortunately, I gotta drop. Not unfortunately, it's more energy when I drop, but dropping more weight, I can have more years. Yeah. So, but I like dropping weight just for the energy levels. Like, I love doing an 8-hour workday and then do a 4-hour stream after that and, like, look how much money I'm making. I feel so good. But, yeah, if I'm ever cruising around, like, chubbier weight, any chubbier for me, anything that's a little puffy, not even showing up to work one day. Like, it's not, I don't like to talk about willpower. Like, just do it anyway. No, do it correct. Don't just half-ass it. So, yeah. That's why I didn't know I'm going live today and you guys wanted it. And I'm like, okay, but it's my, like, I ate. Like, I'm sleepy. I gotta wake me up, guys. You know what's funny, Chad? Who's been with me when I was a Twitch streamer? Do you remember how garbage my streams were the first year of streaming? And now every minute of my stream is like, I don't really small talk. Like we talk about good shit. We talk about the right stuff, either money, leveling up, or something funny. But there was a time where I was just reacting to anything. It was fucking garbage. I would play a little Joker theme. Dun, dun, dun. Cello. Are you gonna be here on Rumble? Honestly, I don't like Rumble because like bro, I rocked it with this website. They didn't offer me a deal, and so this website kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, because I brought 100,000 viewers with Nick on Fresh and Fit, and repped them with a Rumble hat. Like I did a lot for them, but and I know Rumble doesn't think I'm extreme. They just gave the deals to someone else. But a lot of people said I wouldn't have taken the deal. I don't know. Honestly, bro, here's the truth, man. If you sign to someone, you're kind of a retard. You should have your own website, your own content. Like you can ban me and I don't have to work for 30 days. You can ban me and I still make someone's most people's annual salary in a month easily. And that's why you need to back up content on a website that's like good premium content. It can't be like no scam shit. And then your clientele just buys anything once they know you're not a scammer. I can even water down park, and yeah. Trainers doesn't look out for you and you was loyal to him. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Train's always looked out for me. I've always been loyal. He's always been loyal. But there was a time in my life where I had serious. I know this is gonna sound like classic Zherka shit, and you're gonna hate me for it. But dude, there was a time in my life where I just yelled at Train. Yeah, and it's like one of my biggest regrets because like everything was going wrong in my life, and I reached out because I was like worried about him. He was like in some kind of drama, and I gave some advice, and then he kind of just like, don't worry about it, Zherka, and little bro'd me, and you know when you lose your mind trying to communicate something and you can't get it out because it's not my language. It's not my language to care for people and shit. But I love Train, bro. Train, not just for throwing me money, for getting me on ban. He's fucking the shit. And then yeah, he's like one. Bro. Look, if you're my girlfriend, best friend, brother, or I love you close to me, I've yelled at you hard, and I humiliated myself. I don't know why I'm like that. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, but I always snap on someone close to me. I'll never snap on a hater, bro. It's very weird. Yeah, it's a control thing. Like, Train, do it this way. And yeah, so. But, he's still been good to me ever since that. It's just, I know from his point of view, he thinks I'm a psycho or some shit. Or maybe he gets it. He's tripped, I've tripped. I don't think he tripped with XUC and stuff. I feel like XUC is disrespectful to his friends. So, I'm not just picking sides. I think XQC, like I'll make fun of Sneeko and then I'll get him some bitches and build them up. And XQC kind of just breaks down his friends. Like he doesn't do a 50-50. He doesn't keep it, So, yeah, he's like attacks his friends. And anyone else feel like XUC, like, it went to his head a bit? I'm the last guy to talk, but, it finally went to his head. Zherka, do you ever regret cosplaying as a psycho pedo? Bro, I've had knives in my throat and I don't even regret going to those parties, bro. Like, I don't regret anything in my life because regret means there's a degree or percent chance I wouldn't be this guy. That's terrifying. You gotta just accept you're a streamer with flaws, bro. Like, you gotta stop doing that whole be perfect factory. Like, Diogenes, I like him as a philosopher, but comparing man to animal is but he's definitely relatable. He used to jack off on the streets, though. It's kind of degenerate as I'm really against nasty shit, bro. I lose my appetite, and I'll hate you. Like, how much do you smoke in a day? Well, I only have a cigarette if I'm live. And like people that come in and out this place, they'll tell you to your face. They're like, I only start stressing if I have to turn this motherfucker on. Because when you do this job long enough, this dream. This is a dream job, bro. What am I saying? Job. Dream. When you do this shit long enough, bro, it's so easy to become a streamer by not stressing about your stream. You gotta stress, bro. You know? Yeah, January to February, I had like no cigarettes. And, yeah. So, have you read Neville Goddard's work? Yeah, I talk a lot about Goddard on in my secret server with my guys. We talk a lot about Goddard. Great work, yeah. But again, you know, like I got a lot of flaws. I got a big shadow, so talk a lot about Jung. You know, I really like Jung because I got a lot to unpack. But over the years, you youngsters over the years are gonna have a handful to unpack as well. So no training, not since I popped it. Partial, not real pop. Partial. Well, it popped and popped back in, and I've never broken. I've never popped. I've never dislocated shit. So this last year was like the worst I've ever treated my body. Like it was like, was it dehydrated, no sleep 3 days, fight for 50 bands, pop that, pop it again, and just never healing. But if you guys knew what's going on in my personal life when all that happened, you'd be shocked. You'd still think I went overboard, but you'd be shocked that, yeah, it's like 29 years of, well, no, it's like a little less than that, but yeah. I'll never talk about that on live, not for a few years, but that shadow got to be unpacked, or you'll unpack it on the streets of Miami. You'll do retard. Although to be fair, I was doing retard I did perfect for 11 months of popping off, and then as soon as it was like I had one huge family issue on Percocet. I've never done downers, and that shit cracks you, like makes you aggressive. Like I don't know if you've ever been on like weeks and weeks. It was a month's supply. Yeah, it makes you into Superman in your head. Yeah, because when I used to damage myself in the bouncing days and hurt my body, never sleep and push it to the limits and shit, I'd always recover because I was broke. So I'd have to eventually go back to, but you know, making a shit ton of money and fame, you know, it's easy until you're on prescribed on Percocet acting like Kanye and shit. But it would have happened regardless. Like, there's no way to avoid that. That's like, you can't avoid your unconscious buildup. Like, you got to address it one by one, or one day after a few years, it just. Best way to deal with your shadow. It's going to sound crazy, but like, I know I've never been to therapy, but I take my brother's work serious. You know, he's a therapist. He taught me a lot. And bro, if you have a professional to talk to, he doesn't do anything for you. You unpack it in front of him. Yeah. He was always in my, you know, I was always this close to my brother. 4 days a week, we'd stay a couple hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours a day together for 29 years or 28 years of our lives. Like always, you know, a block away from each other or in the same place. And 2023, he just, he's like, dude, you're wasting potential. Just go to America and become famous. And he said, get the fuck out. I said, yeah, you're right. It's time. And then I went and did that, but I spent the first year without family. You know, I'm used to my twin brother. So I spent a year without him. And the bad habits that I get into were like much darker without him. You know, I don't know if you guys know what a twin brother is. It's like Hodge twins shit. You know, they're always together. But you know, he's getting married, so obviously that was the best year to, because I could have gone to America a year before that, but he wanted me just to travel, get some vacations in, and clear my head, and that worked for a while. You know, 2022, and Then I did a year alone. It was awesome until the prescribed Percocet plus living with a best friend who's just partying. And because I'm the kind of guy that's like, I'm Zherka, but if there's a lot of distractions in my house, I'm not gonna fight the distractions. I'm not gonna hide in my room from them because it gets too loud. So I start to like become my distractions. I start chilling with them. Very, yeah. I don't know if some people look, bro. If you're like that, isolation's best. You know what I mean? Just talk to family, a couple of friends, but don't live with friends and don't. What's that called? Rockstar it. Like, because for 11 months I was making fun of people. I'm like, man, why can't people handle fame? This shit's easy. And then my twin brother's like, bro, in your first month of fame, you fought 3 guys on the street. I'm like, yeah, shit happens, bro. He's like, you're not a bouncer. And then 4 or 5 months pass, nothing to, maybe a pushing match, nothing, no fights. And then it got worse and worse, a couple more by the end of the year. And my brother's like, bro, this is retarded. And yeah. But I got some like immediate family news that f***ed me up. And I can handle it, but on Percocet, you just hear things different, man. It's a demonic. I remember on Bradley Martin, I said, I've never done Percocet. And you can see my face. Look at my Twitch streams, what I look like. It's like Adderall, whatever. And then look on Percocet. Unmoving, fat, and just... Not even fat. It's like a lot of water weight, too. It's because it's the drug, bro. It's demonic. Yeah, fat. Very, ton of pressure, bro. That Saturn return hit me, like, hard. How do you escape the friend zone? Please help. You just gotta show abundance. So, like, let's say I walk up to you and you're a girl. She goes, hey, John. I'll go, hey, Sally. Sally goes, what'd you do yesterday? I go, wow, I went out with Alicia. And boom, I'm out of the zone. Now, if I'm mid or ugly or she doesn't want me, she puts me in the maybe zone. Sometimes there's a maybe zone. But the maybe zone is just to get your attention. Like, I want John to like me and then I'll disappear. But if you're relatively good looking and stuff, you're immediately out of the friend zone by staying around other girls. Yeah. Reincarnation, is it real? No, that's retarded, bro. You get one life. Anything that focuses on a different life or afterlife, you're missing your. You got a job here, bro. It's escapism. And something no one puts in people's head is a life is a long time. People like to say it goes by quick and stuff. That's because you're doing nothing. If you're doing a lot, traveling, working, networking, it feels like 2023 felt like 10 years, bro. That's the longest year of my life. There's a lot of people I met. But obviously, if you're in your room, I think that the greatest motivator to not be antisocial is how fast time moves when you do nothing. That's the greatest motivator. When you're going back to Miami, 7 days, I think. Well, LA first, but yeah. Look, I'll do the Sneeko type Dr. K streams as long as I'm in a positive or mid mood. I can't do negativity. Some debates I want to avoid this month. Like, bro, I already knew the formula, but my formula for making money it's fucking crazy. But I can't be negative for even 1 hour. And 2024, I'm running it perfect. My team's impressed, and I gotta be positive the whole way, right? Yeah, I want to see Panda because, look, bro, I like Panda as a human, bro. I like Panda as a human. Like, I've talked to him about some very personal stuff, and yeah, I didn't think it'd be like that. For months, I knew Panda and Mike wouldn't really open up to them, and then started opening up, and I'm like, yeah, these guys I like. But I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like heel Mike. Um, I feel like he wasn't into self destruction, and then I don't want to say I rubbed off on him, but I feel like he's loving it. You know what I mean? And in Twitch days, I'd be self destructive, get banned, come back, but seems like a lot's happened with heel Mike, so I really want him to just be straight. Because, yeah, I have this mindset like, oh, you're being destructive, you're in war. That's exciting, bro. Let's go to war, and that's not good for long term. Put Brandon Hampton on. He has potential. He's just lazy. I don't really see him as like the loyal type. I feel like he just fucked me over. Like, you should do streams with your twin brother, bro. I'm trying to get him. Like, I already got him on the website, but dude, the guy has his own business to run. So like, I can only get like 2 hours of his time right now. But a bunch of people quit my website program to upgrade into a more expensive package with my twin brother. So he's like a magnet. I really want him to come to the internet, but he makes so much money with his business. I'm taking the lion's share. So yeah, I can see him eventually coming over, but I don't know, he loves the professionalism and ours is a little more. But yeah, that's my dream, that's going to happen. He's going to come over and unite with me. Well, Sneeko and I are alike because I guess he did that 1 minute podcast and I'm from podcasting. And so that podcasting energy clicks. And, I try and click with party energy with Heel Mike, but I'm either hit or miss. I'm either grumpy or having a blast. So I'm not really good for party streams. I don't do cardio right now. I'm not doing shit right now. Can't wait to have some sunlight in Miami and yeah. Now get fresh air, dude. Like you'd be surprised how 10 minutes of sunlight will change your mood for the whole day. Like it's really good for you. It's not just vitamin D, bro. There's a soul component to it. There's a soul component to it. Yeah, if Myron or Sneeko, if they text me, yo, come clock in, I'll always clock in, bro. These guys made me, so like there's been times where I'm a little ticked off at them for just like some petty shit, and I still go on and smoke the show and get the money up for everyone, and like I always pay people back tenfold what they gave me. Although that's hard to do because we gotta wait to fully pay back Myron and Sneeko. Yeah, no, Jack thanked me for making his kick deal and stuff. Like, yeah. As Sneeko's thank you, I don't take it that serious because the guy would have done it without me. The guy he doesn't fall off for 10 years. Like, he doesn't really need me. But it was a good time to collab for sure. I think that was, I used to think, oh, it's great content. But looking back, I don't think we ever topped it. Sneeko, Nick, Myron, that felt like 2001 Internet LimeWire, bro. I've never, I don't think we could even top that. That shit was fucking amazing. Yeah, the whole getting to know everyone, it was the best part. Yeah, dude, the best time of my life was Myron dying laughing at everything I'm saying in my first Fresh and Fit appearance. Because Sneeko's like, Myron's gonna hate him. And I'm like, bro, if I didn't have that retard part of my brain, all I've ever wanted to do is get it like Myron, bro. Like, the guy is intelligent businessman, dude. Like, he's like, hey guys, grab 12 credit cards, I'll show you how to grow a business. He grabbed 12 credit cards, rocketed a podcast, paid them all off, bought 8 houses. Who the has ever done that in 2 years of streaming? Like, that's impossible to do. Like, that's possible as if you're Myron, bro. The guy, cops don't have that intelligence. There's something else going on there. I used to feel like a phony because deep down I want to troll the bitches and Myron would get too serious on them. But then I know when I'm home alone I get way more aggressive than Myron. So he looks like just regular to me. But on the shows, when I just want to laugh at these bitches, I would be like, yo, Myron, we got to cook these bitches. What the But yeah, these guys made me. Sneeko, Myron, Fresh. skyrocketed me. Are you and Haas close anymore? I always respond. Whatever he needs, anything you need, host, anything. Yeah. But yeah, we haven't talked in a while. We're I don't know if I'm allowed to leak this. We're supposed to go on a huge podcast together, me, him, and Hinkle. And I think I'm gonna miss it because I won't be in America at that time. But yeah, Rogue One podcast, promote Data IQ. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to go to New York. I don't need to do any of that. Like, my paycheck is up. All I gotta do is fresh, Sneako, and my content at home with my people. That's it. Like, I'm not. You think I'm gonna go on tour again? What the? I can't believe I did all that. That was too many places. And that's not how you go on tour. You're supposed to go on DJ Academics and then go live after. Go on Saucecast and then go live after. And I did none of that. That's fucking... Yeah. And I spent like 8 months not even promoting my website. I was just making a lot of money from it. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to go LA, grab my PC, and then do the rest of the year in Miami. How do you deal with being cheated on? It's never happened to me, but I felt the feeling. You know, I felt the jealousy and stuff. Maybe it happened, I don't know, but how do you let go without taking revenge? Man, let me tell you the truth, dude. You need experience in life to realize revenge is not the way. And a young man, you're gonna learn the hard way, bro, because all revenge is holding your success back until it all becomes conscious, right? You need your own podcast with a sick setup. Yeah, I've already paid $250,000, bro. It's all done. I just gotta go fire it up, and I gotta hire one of you guys who are in Miami to schedule people and do all the stuff that I'm not gonna do. What's more aesthetic, the shoulder or the lats? Honestly, if you have nice shoulders without like a wide clavicle and nice taper, it looks stupid. But I know chicks need this. They need this from a guy. I used to think it was like a six pack, but they need this shape. And men need a figure eight. Like, they don't need a lean girl. They need a this. You know what I mean? But I think shoulders gets the most chicks. Like, I always had buddies who had like big arms and stuff. And my arms are like whatever. But my shoulders were nice, and I got all the chicks, bro. Like, all before I even had a nice personality, like, or a funny, whatever. So you're saying you'll have a Fresh and Fit style podcast? It's something better. It's for you guys. It's even better than that. It's like for my community. Yeah, bro, I don't care. Bro, there's plenty of better editors, guys who went to school for editing, and I'm not going to replace Hex. He's been with me for 4 years. You know? You could give me the best editors on earth. I'll never replace Hex. I'll never replace Diminish. And Diminish, not just loyal and help me out. These guys, they've only ever told me what to do when I'm about to destroy something or get banned. And bro, I ignored these guys because, let's just say, they're my inner voices. So they, you know what I mean? I need that shit in my life because, you know, I'm not all the way at peace yet, you know? I'm at peace when I'm working, but yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, after I crack into $10 million, my next goal is gonna be perfect peace. It's not just gonna be going to the next level. I'm gonna be that happy middle. You know what I mean? And the girl's kind of cute. polytheistic God theory in Judaism, where Yahweh killed. I've heard all sorts of, like, what are they called, Gnostic tales, and they mesh with the story and shit. But as far as I'm concerned, Jesus is king, bro. There's this one girl who had like this Jesus. It's not like she knows anything about the faith, but she'd have this necklace with the cross, and I used to fucking stare at it. And sometimes I'd be high, back when I'd get high in those days. Sometimes I'd be drunk. Sometimes I'd just be happy. And I used to just stare at it. I'm like, huh. Always the sun would shine on it, and I would just stare. Like, why am I staring at that cross? I've never been into the cross. But it was out of gratitude. You know, I was in a place in my life where I'm finally doing good for myself. And I'm tasting the fruits of the hard work. And yeah, it was glowing to me. It's like, yo, come join this side. But I kind of pushed away from it and said, no, I'm a Muslim, because I didn't like certain things about that girl. And I didn't want to be a part of that tribe, even if she doesn't know what the she's doing. It was like, I'm rotten, she's rotten. I'm not going to go to the cross to a rotten person if I'm already rotten. Like, that makes no sense. And then, you know, I eventually went back to it because my life went into fucking hell. What's that called? Hell Week? Yeah. That's why I take that mental health shit serious, and I only give self-development kind of content for the rest of my life. I'm never going to change, and I'm stubborn, you know me. And, because, man, I've been in so much trouble when I was fucking working in nightclubs. But compared to the mental shit I went through, now I get the insults. I go, damn, they don't have to be in the real world to feel real world, you know? You don't have to have life experience to get cracked hard. Everyone gets cracked. And, yeah, 2022 is like best and worst crack. I think, or 2023 was like, yeah, just the crossing. Am I making sense, or am I fried? No, then you respond. You're my. Bro, I pay so much money that I hire professionals, man. Like, let's not pretend dead hex and diminished aren't professionals in the computer field, bro. These guys are the most talented. I've tried to see if there's people who think faster. There's nobody, bro. Not that I'd replace, but I always want to compare my team to what others got. And these guys are like, yeah, these guys are all I need right now. Best music frequency and vibration. If you're studying or trying to get shit done, 111 hertz is the best on YouTube. But obviously it's going to be classical music and stuff like that if you want a little emotion and less symbolic thoughts, more kind of like reflective memories. And you gotta careful if you're reflecting on negative memory. That's subconscious. That's not unconscious. That's very. Listen, dude. Most of your life issues will be corrected when you stop thinking of what was and what is in that order, and do that every 5 minutes of your life. It's not hard to do. You just love to psychically cut yourself. You know, you like to harm yourself, so that's why you reflect and stuff. But I like to reward my depression. Like, if I want to reflect on something, I gotta see some good money in my week. My money goes up, yeah, I'll go ride it out. Like, I'm active. If I'm depressed, I'll embrace the depressed nap. I won't run from it. I won't fight it. You know, I'll either fight depression the days I win, or I'll be active at embracing it, but I'll never be passive to it. You know? And yeah, sometimes you gotta go through it and just sit down and be a fucking, you know, go through that whole memory hole. But now is not the day. You know when your day is to go through it? When you feel like, yeah, you can't handle it. Never go through it when you feel like you can't. Just on to the next thing, bro. Someone said, don't fight emotions. Emotions just got to be transmuted, bro. Listen, emotions just charge thoughts. Change your thinking and let the emotions. Oh, shit, it's Ryan, bro. Let's go. Is Saturn just a star on flat Earth? Well, yeah, but these are also like psychic. How you know how to word this? Like law and order. That impulse from that part of your brain. That's that Saturn. That's that electricity in your brain that spirals with Saturn. Just like how the sun gives us energy, each star does something. But yeah, they're stars. It just when you go up, it turns into just light, bro. How do you set new goals after becoming successful and get what you want? Well, I've always been the kind of guy that's more addicted to the process than the finish line. So when people talk to me about like, I got the house, I got the car, I got this, I go, what the fuck? Who were you when you were getting it? Isn't that a more attractive you? Isn't that who you want to stay and be till you're 70? That guy requires motion, bro. That like the activity can never stop. You know? But I'll tell you this, bro. Never set a goal if it's not something to do with your inner self. Like all your goals should align with your dreams, and your dreams are connected to healing your inner child or saving people, bringing them to God. Which is kind of the same thing. When you heal yourself, people want to be like you, and then they look, bro. You don't even need religion. You don't even have to talk about Jesus. Just start with being grateful for every meal you have and just thank God. That's how I started. And then eventually that name turns into Jesus very quick because Jesus cannot be understood to the collective. Like if you start looking at pictures and talk about Jesus, nobody gets it. They try and get it. Doesn't make sense. I don't understand that guy. I don't get Jesus at all. I don't. But when you're alone with your own thoughts, Jesus will make a lot of sense, bro. Like, because, bro, every human got to bear their own cross. Like, we're all destined for death and suffering. And it's like, nobody panics if everything goes according to plan. But, who gave us that blueprint? Christ gave us that blueprint of how we're going to go through this suffering. World of suffering. Have you had an experience with derealization? Yeah, bro, Jaden, I had it so bad when I was in grade 12 that I was legit. I smoked some bunk weed, like stems and shit, and I had it for a couple weeks, and my anxiety spiked, and my brother was going through the same shit for other reasons, and thank God we had each other to talk to, because, bro, derealization, bro, that identity loss will make the world so cold to you. Your parents look like strangers to you when you're going through it. It's a very, yeah. That's why, depression didn't exist in the ancient times because everyone felt a part of a community. Like, humans can only feel whole if they're all putting a brick into the temple. But as soon as one of them says, I have no brick to contribute, I'm an incel, I give nothing to society, you feel like the temple's being built without you and that everyone is on the top floor and they're moving on without you. And that's why most creators, they start on fucking doing crazy content and eventually go back to helping their chat. Or they have like some realizations and shit. Which is good. So do you think we'll see a quick flash of all of our memories? And there's no such thing as quick after we die. We're not bound to time anymore. So whether it's 1,000 years of memories or 1 second of memories, it's going to hit the same. It's just going to hit calmly. Like the easiest way to understand heaven is, and I didn't get this from anywhere, but imagine being a tree branch on a giant green tree in the middle of the summer, and you're one of the small branches connected to God in perfect harmony, bliss, with the butterflies and all that stuff, and no anxiety. You're just attached to the source. That's what you want. Going to hell is like the leaves that fall down, right? It's like when you detach. And I detach every morning, so I talk about it every night, you know? Absolutely, bro. Look, I'll never tell you to stay alone in the darkness, bro. You should take out fat money out the bank and get an expensive, good therapist. And then after talking for a month, you'll unravel. The therapist ain't gonna do shit. They're just a mirror for you. That's it. You're gonna ping that shit off them. Because I'll tell you this, bro. I know your friends aren't gonna be there for you. They weren't there for me. I've never had friends there for me because when they were there for me, they didn't have the intelligence to be there for me. So I kind of resented them. But who the has the intelligence? Who has the attention span? These guys grew up on iPads. So the worst thing you could do is go to these friends we have. They mean well, but they're not equipped for this, man. Try and get to the most objective source, because your friends and family are going to give you some horrible advice when you're depressed. Get to an objective source that calls you a get at the end of it. Well, you're going to call yourself a after you on just, what's that called? Trauma dump. And you should try and look as cringe as possible when you talk to your therapist. Like, never be, the first instinct is to like be the cool guy. You should be as cringe and as pathetic and as needy as you can, because it will put you in a state of weakness. The one time weakness is effective. The one time. And that weakness, you're going to say too much. And you're going to say what's in the back of your shadow. For the first time, your eyes are going to tear up and you're going to be like, holy shit. I knew it was that. I knew that was the reason I started this life. You know? That's why therapy never worked for me, bro. Like, I never went to a therapist, but with my brother, it was always hard to talk because I was like, you know, like, I'm like the cool guy, and he's like, dude, do you want to be a success story, or do you want to make $15 an hour? He's like, you got to get rainbow with me. And I'm like, bro, you're just sitting there. You're not rainbow. He's like, bro, you got to get rainbow. He's like speaking my language. And I'm like, bro, I got to talk like a fucking little white guy. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. He's like, put your ego aside, man. You have potential. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't, you know, like when I'm around my brothers, we talk like grown-ups. We don't talk like gangsters. We don't do any of that fucking tough guy shit because it's gay. We talk about going to the next level, even if it means like, yo, I'm weak right now. Well, usually it's you're weak right now. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. First book, I always recommend this, bro. Dreams, Memories, Reflections is a good start. Which, by the way, when I made a joke about him hating the Jews, and it's a dude with a mustache, and I barely showed the book, I think this is what banned me off Kick. Because they thought this is like Hitler's book. It's Carl Jung, it's not Hitler. But I didn't explain the whole thing. I don't know. This is like bad timing. Yeah, peeling the onion. Yeah, you start talking tough, then you talk politically correct, then you talk more normal, then you talk a little cringe, then you talk more cringe, then you're vulnerable, now you're really cringe, and now you start unraveling your shadow. So it is a process. You got to start trusting that therapist. It's not like a one-time fix. But make sure he's an old guy. Make sure he's like conservative thinking, aggressive. It's got to feel like a coach. It can't feel like a counselor, bro. Like, you don't know how many boxers have up lives and the coach is their therapist. Works great for them. Everyone needs father figure archetypes everywhere. That surround them when they're through the thick of it. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is finally over, he says.